Hi, this is Billie Beene here with a U.S. news update. We had a small 4.2 earthquake in the Cascadia area where September 15 we had a 6.5, so something going on. We have also a system that could produce a new tropical system in the Gulf of Mexico later next week, currently forming off of Yucatan. The National Hurricane Center is not picking it up yet, but other models, including the European model, are picking it up, and it's being reported by meteorologists such as Ryan Hall, who talks about a cold system coming down this week until this weekend, and a warm system here where they meet in the middle will produce some storms, like thunderstorms and additional rain. And Ryan Hall is predicting this week additional rain for Florida, North Carolina, Iowa. So that's going on. Yeah, the Euro model for this system off of the Yucatan is picking up some development by September 25, 26. Initially, they're saying it could come into the Gulf and swing toward Florida, but we'll have to keep an eye on that weather system. And now we have this from Breitbart. Earlier this morning, President Trump is to have a rally this evening in Long Island area in New York State. And early this morning, people were coming and parking their cars to go into the rally because tens of thousands of people come, so people come early. The police were out with canine dogs along the perimeter and came upon a vehicle that the dogs identified as having explosives in it. The police have, the driver of the vehicle jumped out of the vehicle and ran into a heavily wooded area. So they're currently looking for him. They have secured the vehicle, and it did have explosives in it. So we know. We've just seen second try on President Trump just this past Sunday, and now this is Wednesday. I guess the groups that are opposed to President Trump are continuing. And we have this. Breitbart is bringing out a poll put out by Scripps News and Ipsos poll, and it came out today, September 18, revealing that 51% of American citizens are concerned about illegals voting in November. And we have this. Guess who endorsed KH? That would be a group, an organized group, the National Association of Letter Carriers, that are 290,000 strong. It has in its membership current postal workers and retired postal workers. And I've got this to say. It is this group who are endorsing KH who would also be handling mail-in ballots. For myself, I plan to vote in person. Now, President Trump is very likely to receive later today an endorsement from the Teamsters Union with 1.3 million workers. And the Teamsters Union took a poll of their members, and 60% choose President Trump. Now, Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, has been in contact with President Trump, obviously, and President Trump has presented some aspects of a economic plan he has for the U.S. to juice up the U.S. economy. And this would include using President Trump's 2017 tax that took down the taxes on businesses and lowered corporate taxes, and he wants to make that permanent. If the businesses pay less taxes, they have more money to expand and hire more workers. So it's good. He would also cut all federal IRS taxes on tips, overtime pay, and Social Security. And President Trump puts forth that his tax cut can be paid for by putting tariffs on all imports. I believe that this putting tariffs on imports into the U.S. would also spur manufacturing growth in the U.S. Yeah, don't pay more to bring it from other nations. Make it inside America. And now we have this. Yeah. We also had yesterday from the National Hurricane Center, we had a system out here, Gordon, and it has dissipated, fallen completely apart. And this was the system juiced up by the German and French militaries using weather warfare or weatherfare. So that did go on. Now it's fallen apart. However, the National Hurricane Center gives it a 30% chance of reforming in the next 48 hours and 60% chance in the next 7 days. So they're forecasting that it could be impacted by another system in the Atlantic, the tropical low pressure area. And currently this system is moving northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Strange Sounds brings this out that North Carolina on yesterday, September 16, received a 1,000-year rain event. They had 18 inches in 12 hours near Wilmington. And that's the area that tropical system was going to go in. So we saw that yesterday. 18 inches in 12 hours. A lot of flooding. And now we have this. Some things coming out about Atlantis. A new discovery has been made. I believe this is in the area of Canary Islands and also Sicily. An island in this area off of Sicily is an island located off of the main part of Italy. And then we have France, Spain, and then the Canary Islands. So these two areas have had recent discoveries related to Atlantis. In the Canary Islands, and they're saying east of the Canary Islands, scientists from Spain, the Institute of Geology and Mining, have found an underwater mountain that is 31 miles in diameter, and it's approximately 8,000 feet below the sea. They discovered it using a remote-controlled sub. And off of underwater, also off of Sicily, scientists have discovered a metal, orichalcum, that was described by Plato as being used in Atlantis to coat the Temple of Poseidon and the palace. It's called poor man's gold. And it's composed of 80% copper, 20% zinc, and was used to coat buildings in Atlantis. And it looks, it's a yellow gold color with a reddish tint. And it was used to coat buildings. And when the sun hit it, it would look like gold. It was also used to make Roman coins. So we see Atlantis popping up. And we have this. So over, and so we got the Yucatan here, Mexico, in an area Zeta, QUAYLE. We had an ET craft sighted September 8, and a lot of people took pictures of it. And the shape was something like we would call a flying saucer. So that concludes my U.S. Flash for today. I love you, and I'll see you soon.